Welcome to Monday Musings with Kissa, where I share what the heck happened last week, what I have planned for this week, and a story time, not in that particular order. This is a video companion to my Substack newsletter that I send out every single Thursday. So if you're not already subscribed, there's a button somewhere here where you can do so, and content as of this recording is currently free. All right, y'all. So let's get into last week. Last week was such a short week. It felt like I was a day behind pretty much the entire time. So we had a play date on Monday and we went to the park. We took the kids to the park. It was crazy windy, but they had such a good time. Micah was driving his go-kart. Jelly got to ride on the swings. It was a good all time. We still got a good amount done. Not a lot, but hey, our focus, remember, is just 1%. 1 foot at a time. So I consider that a win. We got production done. We had a few things that we had to take care of. We had our markets as usual. So things were going really great. And then on the weekend, it was another whirlwind. We had swim as usual. Charlie had his Saturday pop-up in Sherman Oaks as usual. But this past Saturday, Charlie had a men's event to attend at our church, and we were going to celebrate my mother-in-law's birthday. So we had a packed Saturday. And then on top of that, I had my cousin from out of town coming in and staying with us. My dad came back from vacation. Sunday, we had a birthday party to attend, and we went to church. It was just a lot, let's just say that. So this week, here are the projects that I have on the docket. On the personal side, we are beginning phase 2 of our backyard project, which is cementing the side of the house. The part that we're going to be working on this particular week is we're going to be prepping the area for cement. I don't know how long that's going to take. I don't know if it's going to take a week or more than a week. I'm not sure, but we're going to start that project this week and see how far we get. Another personal project that I'm working on is the continuation of cleaning up my vanity area in the master bedroom. So I think I got all of the storage organized. I purged all the things that are in my storage area of my vanity. So that is done and over with. But the biggest tackle that is the most overwhelming for me is the tabletop area. I have a lot of table space and it's all taken up with a bunch of junk. So I need to get through that little by little, figure out what's going to stay and what's going to go, and find a home for the things that are going to stay. So those are the personal projects for this week. On the business side, the biggest project that I have is to have a sit-down meeting with Charlie to figure out what the plan is of what projects we're going to do in what order this year. We have a lot of possible projects that we've been talking about that might be a good opportunity for our business, but we have to sit down and really strategize on what we want to do in what order. And the great thing about Charlie and I is that we've learned our lesson in knowing that we need to be flexible. What we might think would be a good first project might not be, and then we might have to pivot and change and move things around, which is totally okay. But I think the thing that we want to do is just get on the same page, figure out what the strategy is, what the workload looks like, and then weigh out the return on investment and return on energy and make a good educated decision on what is going to be the next step. Now for a story time, and I'm gonna get real with y'all. So there is this clip that I saw going around of just what it's like to be a mom in America right now. And I can't tell you how much that clip resonated with me on such a deep level. I laugh because I'm so uncomfortable about it. It was this clip of a mom and her thoughts that were running through her head as she was just doing her mom thing. It was something like, pack the kids' lunch boxes. A mom in Minneapolis was killed. And then the next clip goes to, think about summer school, register the kids for summer school. And then another clip cuts to, an ICU nurse has been killed. This is the reality of parents in America. And I can't tell you how much it has been affecting me in such a negative way. I have had to turn things off and quiet things for my own sanity. And I think that's something that has to be said. And I'm just being completely honest, and I'm practicing to be honest. But to be a parent in this time in history is so scary, because there's just so many things that I think about when it comes to what I'm passing down to my kids. What kind of world are we giving our children? And it hurts my heart, to be honest with you, because the things that I see, the hurt, the anger, the hate that we're passing down to our children is just something that has hurt my heart and convicted me to say something. And it's just not something that I want to pass down to my kids. So my question for myself is, what can I do today to make a small change so that the world that my kids enter into as adults, when they have their own families, is at least a little bit better than ours today? And I hope that as parents, that is what we're all striving to do, right? And I hope that as just people in society, in a world where we all are connected now, we are not in our own little bubbles anymore. We are connected worldwide. I hope that as a society, as parents, as adults, we are thinking about the future generation and what we're passing down to them, because I would hope that we don't just want something great for us. We don't want something wonderful for us, but we want something even better for them. So I just wanted to share that. I just wanted to share that, as much as I put out Monday Musings content and I'm talking about vanities and cementing the side of the house and all of these things that are not heavy, my heart is still heavy. My heart is still hurting for what is happening in the world. And it needs to be said. It can't be hidden. And I hope that we can all find a common ground on how to make this world better for the generation to come. So that's all. I want to thank you so much for taking the time to listen. If this was useful or inspirational for you, I hope that you share it with a friend. And for the full Monday Musings experience, please subscribe to my Substack at justkissa.substack.com. And until next time, know that you are a blessing, and I'm so grateful that you're here. Bye, friends.